Home Alone! Hey guys, I'm Ryan. This is TKK Collector at the Poke Chalet. And today we're going to discuss Canadian tariffs and how they're going to impact the Pokemon hobby here in Canada. So, we got an email from distribution. And I'm seeing a lot of comments on Facebook where most of Canada Pokemon stuff happens. Seeing a lot of comments on Facebook that at least the pre-releases, the Journey Together pre-releases, have not been subject to the tariffs. But we did get an email from distribution saying that there's going to be a 25%, the Canadian side, tariffs on Pokemon products because it is a US product and there's going to be 25% on all US products. This stupid trade war. So what that means is that here at the Poke Chalet, we're going to have to, that sucks, we're going to have to increase the prices that we're going to charge for products. To start off, I don't take pre-orders. I know some people do. And a lot of people who are like, I know that there was a Hobbiesville email saying, yes, you pre-ordered a booster box, but you're going to have to pay a lot more for it. We didn't do that because we didn't take pre-orders. I've been telling, peers, I've been telling everybody, don't take pre-orders. The market is extremely crazy right now. I absolutely do not recommend anyone taking pre-orders because things are so unpredictable. You do not know what's going to happen. So I'm in the situation now, I have to ask the question, did the Journey Together boxes, the first wave of Journey Together, did it get into Canada before the tariffs hit? Probably not. My guess is the pre-release stuff got there early. Pre-release people are not charging or getting charged by distro for the tariffs. But I think the non-pre-release stores are going to see the impact of that 25%. Now let's talk about what that means from a price perspective. Now, I've seen Hobbiesville charge or add 25% on top of MSRP for the price. And it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know what they're doing, and I don't know if this is going to happen to us too. Really a lot of unknowns right now. It's really going to depend on distribution. So let's say distribution, let's say they pay for a booster box in Canada, Canadian Canuckin dollars, right? Let's say they pay $80 for a booster box and they charge us, now let's be fair. Let's say they pay 100 Canadian for a booster box and they charge allocation price of 145, right? So there's their 40% profit, which in a business sense, that's normally what you want from a retail perspective. It sucks, but so they've paid $100 per booster box, which means now they're going to be paying $125 per booster box because 25% blah. Which means if they're to make the same margins, right, they're going to have to make, let's say, 40% of $125, which means the new price for booster boxes from the Canada perspective should be, let's do the math in my head, sorry I don't have this done beforehand, but they should be like 1/5 of blah, 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 1/5. The new price should be around $160. That's what they should charge us for, did I do that right? 160. So that's the allocation price. Now, normally at the Poke Chalet, we try to establish at least a 15 to 20% margin, 10% sometimes, 20% sometimes, 25% sometimes, which means I was trying to really sell at 179 Canadian. Trying to sell. If my new cost for booster box is 165, my guess is in order to get the 10% margins, I'm going to have to be selling 10 or 20% margins. I'm going to have to be selling for like 189, 199 for a booster box. And that is expensive. So then you compare it to what's going on with Journey Together. Everyone's paying for Market. And Market is crazy. Market is like 300 Canadian dollars or some stupid thing like that. Huge amount of money it's costing to buy a Journey Together booster box. Now, I'm going to have to figure that number out. Now, I've told some of my customers, and I have not taken pre-orders, but I've told them, 169, 170, I think 179. I told them 179. I'm going to have to come back to them with another, it's going to be at least another $25, maybe more, just because of the Canadian tariffs. So I won't know, and distribution is weird here in Canada. I won't know how much I'm paying for booster box until it actually arrives. So distribution doesn't actually send us an invoice. They don't send us how much it's going to cost. They'll send us, okay, you're going to get 36 booster boxes. But how much are they going to cost? They don't send us that. When the booster boxes arrive, we'll get a sheet that has how much they charged our credit card or how much they want to be paid for that particular shipment of product, all that fun stuff. So it's a real unknown, and I pity the fool who took pre-orders for Journey Together, because you've got a real unknown on your hands. Now, what'll happen from singles prices? Now, I don't think the Canadian market really impacts singles prices, which means, we don't use TCG Player. Like, our sales aren't reflected in TCG Player prices. But what's going to happen? So I use TCG Player to TCG Player Market to price all my singles, both for buying singles and trading credit, and for selling. I try to sell at market. I'm one of those nasty guys who sells at market. I give discounts. You know who you are. Local folks. I give discounts. But anyway, so we're going to see what happens. The market is going to be really crazy because of these tariffs. Sealed product is extremely expensive, but singles aren't going to see the price fluctuations from tariffs, because most of the singles prices are dependent on the TCG Player, which, because of free trade, we assume, 1-to-1. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. Are singles going to be cheaper in Canada than sealed product? And I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. So I'm going to have a lot of fun when my invoice from distro with product arrives on how much to charge my customers. Now, I don't want to overcharge. I don't want to charge MSRP. I like to give, pre-release. I like to give a fair price based on what I can get stuff. And then, making this broad assumption that when prices go up at distro, my customers will understand and they'll be okay closing that gap for me, giving me that 10% of the hustle and bustle. We will see. But anyway, I have my list for Journey Together. I have everybody on the list. I am not 100% sure yet. I have to do the math over the next few days. If I have enough product to get everybody who asked for specific product sets, their product, anybody who emailed me, you're on the list for at least some product. If you haven't emailed me, I'm sorry, the list is closed. This includes, everybody. So I had the Poke Chalet comment, the piece up for so long, a couple of weeks. We shall see Journey Together. Now, what comes next? Well, there's supposed to be collection boxes that are supposed to arrive. I have no idea how many collection boxes I'm going to get of, I think, Ends Reshiram or Ends. It's not the Reshiram, it's Ends or I don't know what the collection box is right now. But we're supposed to get that as well. I did not receive my allocation for that yet. I don't know what that is. Up here in Canada, we don't receive allocations until like the very last minute. So in 2 weeks, I'll know. But what's next? Oh man, destined arrivals. Now, obviously, this is a Japanese set. I'm still trying to work on getting the Japanese set imported. I'm waiting for the price to go so that I can make my little bit of import play, import things and get people product here in Canada. The product price for heat wave arena or hot air arena or whatever the Japanese translation is, it's still extremely high. There's still a ways for it to come down. I am thinking tomorrow might be the day where I pull the trigger on price. If you guys have watched my videos before, I've gotten burned by pulling the trigger any sooner than release day, and even a day or two after release day. Like, the price goes up, the Japanese sellers cancel the product, screw me. They screw me. So anyway, we're gonna see. I'm hoping to get a lot of Heatwave Arena in. It's an orange set. It's gonna be good. Obviously it's the precursor to the big set, the rocket set, the destined rival set, which, you know, I have no idea how to make my customers happy for that set, because everybody is like deciding that this is the set they're gonna put their life savings on. Now, obviously you don't do that. Obviously you just open for fun. Obviously I see it as all entertainment, but we shall see what happens. I'm kind of excited. It's gonna be a really cool set. I hope they've printed more, because I'll tell you about the allocations for Journey Together. They are lower than Surging Sparks. Now, for Surging Sparks, I knew that the set was going to be really good. And what I did is, and this is what sucks about stores, but stores order from other stores. I ordered a bunch of Surging Sparks from other stores when it was cheap, knowing that it was going to be Surging Sparks. So I was able to get everybody the product they want. It's not going to happen for Journey Together, because everybody knows that Journey Together is going to be up there. It's going to be expensive. So it's going to be fun, though. It's just looking at the past set, Battle Partners, which is basically almost a 1-to-1 Japanese to English. It's a good set. I love the Whale Lord card. It is my favorite card, at least over the last 2 years. Whale Lord, favorite card. Yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe, all that stuff. I know many people are unsubscribing because Kai has not been present on the videos, and I respect that. That makes sense. Old guy talking about Pokemon, loser. But I do appreciate the like and subscribe. Kai is still around, although he is currently working on a personal project related to Gorilla Tag. And he has his own channel, and we will be probably promoting it to see some crossover. He still loves Pokemon, but right now, he's like his father. His attention can shift. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love talking to you guys. Love having someone to talk Pokemon with. See you guys next time.